Right, long multiplication then. The slightly simpler version, multiplying 3 or 4 digits by a single digit number. Well, step 1, you need to be able to partition the numbers first. And now if you've done column addition and column subtraction, this is dead simple and should be very straightforward. So for instance, if you've had the question, which may be something like 415 times 3, okay, we can look at that number and we know that we're going to need hundreds, we're going to need tens, and we're going to need units. We don't need decimals because if we look at this question, there's no decimals there, thank goodness. Okay, so let's put 415 into our place value. So we know there's 5 units, 110, and 4 hundreds. And that we're simply multiplying by 3. So it should look like that. On to step 2. I can multiply by the units. Well, in this question, there is only a 3 over here, so we're all multiplying 415 by that 3. So, let's see if we can work this out then. So, first of all, we're going to multiply unit by unit. So, 5 times 3, we know, gives us 15. And if you don't know your times tables, I seriously advise you go and practice them as much as you can. So anyways, 5 times 3, well, we know that's 15. So in 15, we put the 5 there, and just like in column addition, you have to carry the 1. Well, now that we've done units times units, we then have to do the tens multiplied by the unit. So here we've got 110 multiplied by 3, we know gives us 30. But we also have to add on this extra 10 here, so we've got 30 add 10, which gives us 40, or 4 tens. Well, now that we've done the tens by the unit, and we have nothing to carry over, the next and the last step is that we have to do the 400 times by the unit. So we've got 400 times in by 3. So 400 times 3, or in this case, 4 times 3 gives us 12. So in this case, 400 times 3 gives us 1,200. So we put the 200 in the hundreds column and the 1,000s over there. So we have the answer 1,245. So there you go. 2 very simple steps to be able to use long multiplication. In this case, 3 or 4 digit numbers multiplying by a single digit number, which has given us 415 times it by 3, which has given us 1,245. Okay then. Right, so something a little bit trickier now. Here we've got a 4 digit by a single digit number. We have got 2,478 times it by 5. What I'd like you to have a go with is on a whiteboard or on a piece of paper, wherever you've got to hand, have a go first of all with this question. Now when I say pause, I want you to pause this video, have a go of it, and then come back and keep watching and see whether or not you've worked it out the same way I will. If you can't remember how to do that, ask a partner, ask anybody else who's watched this video, or rewind and watch the video back to yourself and see how we've done the last one. Okay, are you ready? Then pause! You paused? Right, so if you've unpaused moi, then that means you've had a go, or at least attempted it with your partner. Right, let's see if you have done it the same way as me. Okay, so thinking about it, the first thing we have to do is make sure we partition. So let's partition this number. So we've got thousands, hundreds, tens, and units. And again, there's no decimals, so we don't have to worry about that, thank goodness. We've got 2,478, and we are multiplying by 5 units, just like that. Alrighty then. Let's see if we can do this. So units times units first, so 8 times 5, that gives me 40, so I'm going to put the 0 there and carry the 4 tens. Then I'm going to go with 7 tens times the 5 units, so 70 times 5. Let's see, 7 times 5 is 35, so that's and adding on the extra 4, so 35 by 4, that's 36, 37, 38, 39, all 390, which means we're going to have to put the 9 there and carry the 300 over to the hundreds column. Okay, so far so good, I think. Next step, we have to multiply the hundreds by the units. So we've got 400 times by 5, or 4 times 5, which gives us 20, otherwise known as adding on the 3, which gives us 23. So that's 2,300. So we've got the 300 there. We carry the 2. Alright. Last step then, I think, is we have to multiply the 2,000 by 5 units. So 2 times 5 is 10. 10 add 2 is 12. So we've got about 12,000. So we've got about the 2 there and the 1 there. So 1, 2, 3, put the comma in. So looking at my answer, I have got 1,000. Oh no, that's not right, is it? There. That's 12,390. Alright, so let's write that out nice and neatly then. So we've got 2,478 times it by 5 should give you the answer 12,390. Now the real question is, have you also got the same answer as me? If you did, fantastic, give yourself a pat on the back, well done. If you haven't, go back, re-watch what I've just said, and just see where you might need to make 1 or 2 improvements to your working out. Alright then, let's carry on. Finally, have a go with these 2 questions on your own or with a partner. Use this video to help you go back, re-watch what you've just seen, fast forward for anything that you think you would already know, and just keep practicing. So here we've got 9,274 multiplied by 2. Have a go with it. Explain it to your friend, check it with your partner. Number 2, have a go with 476 times it by 8. Think you've got it? Check it with a partner again. And if you're never sure, as I say every single one of these videos, pause it, rewind, fast forward, do whatever you need to, rewatch this video however many times until you think you've understood it. And then, when you think you've watched it enough times, if you feel like you still can't do it and you still get stuck and your partner can't help you, please don't just sit there. Go and talk to your teacher. And I am sure that they are still more than happy to talk to you about it and help you to solve this problem. Alright then. Good luck.